pressed for time because I have an appointment at 1:30. So I gotta get off at 1 o'clock. So it's important to get your questions in quickly so we can get this show on the road. But I already have one question because our moderator, Katrina, could not be here today. So she sent me the donation through PayPal, and she sent me her question through PayPal. So I'm gonna do that one first while everybody else is getting on. So for you, those of you that don't know, a friend of mine is trying to get custody back of her grandson. To make a long story short, she didn't have legal custody of him. It was the kind of thing where the child's parents were like, can he stay with you for a while? And he was with her for a really long time. And then one of the parents decided that they wanted to give permanent custody to their parent. And now my friend has no visitation rights. So she would at least like to be able to have some legal visitation rights or partial custody or something. And the legal system, you know, it's very expensive. And what we're trying to do is raise enough money so that she could at least get the ball rolling. And she doesn't need that much money to get it started. So it's sort of like a sin to not even try. So that's why I said I would do what I can to help. So I try once a week to do these. I make the minimum super chat $5 and I split it 50-50, but I pay the YouTube fee. So if we bring in $50 today, I donate to her $25. And then I'll put on the community page how much I've donated. Sometimes last month we brought in so much money, I didn't even have enough money to pay her until I got paid. So I had to hold on to it. But you know, she'll get it. She'll get it. Okay, so the first person is Katrina, and I just want to pull up her question. Stupid ass thing is buffering. I think it's okay now. So I'm gonna do Katrina's first. All right, Dylan. Dylan, can you sit down? The cup's got to be in the way. All right. So who's coming? Katrina in love. Well, I mean, you got good stuff in here. Not even just love, but you got some good money stuff coming in. Okay, so this is what we have going on here. So the first thing shows the tower, which would be a disaster or something, some sort of crisis that happened in the past. Now, that crisis could have been with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Unfortunately, that person comes back. If they're not a fire sign, it could be somebody who you had a passionate, fiery relationship with, or you may be the fire sign, but this person's coming back and you're not having it. You're not having it. They come in out of the blue, but you're leaving in the past what's in the past, and you are prepared to move forward with a new beginning, with an air sign, a Leo, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that may have a lot of money, or this just could be money that is yours. You know, like it could be that you worked for the money. Usually the Ten of Pentacles is not money that you work for. It could be a bonus, it could be an inheritance, a tax return. A tax return you did work for, but you know what, like people look at it like it's a gift, but whatever. There's success around you, and you are urged to use your intuition. Especially now more than ever, we're really moving into a time where it's important to use your intuition and cultivate that. Intuitive people are moving forward very quickly, those that listen to it. Now, I spent a lot of time in my day ignoring my intuition, but it's been getting much stronger lately. You know, the more that I've been listening to it, I'm going to say over the last couple of years, it's been much stronger. So we're urging you to use your intuition. All right, now let me continue. So you know what? Because I'm in a rush. So at 12:45, can we cut off the super chats? 12:45, no more super chats. And I can always do another one of these later, or you guys can always donate through PayPal, and I'll just forward the $5 right to my friend. Kira, how is Leroy currently feeling about me? Okay, he may be a little bit nervous about things, like just, it could be like personal anxiety, like he's feeling a little bit nervous. He feels attracted to you. He feels like there is love here, which that may be why he's nervous. He feels like he's got a lot of respect for you. And he does feel like you guys have a great connection. He thinks that you're attractive, you're smart, you're stable, you're balanced, you're serene, you're exuberant, and you're loving. So he feels good for you. He's got good feelings towards you. He may be a little nervous. So sometimes people, when they suffer from some anxiety, it could, you know, he may act funny or he may come across funny. Just let it go. He'll get through it. Ashmita, has RJ noticed that I haven't messaged, and how does he feel? I don't think he's really taken notice yet. I think he needs a few more days to really, you know, think that that you've pulled back. I don't think he's really thought too much about it yet. Oh, what's that sound? You want a little more of this? Did you have your bath today? You did. You needed one. Okay. Talia, how is Brian feeling towards me? No, you don't want any more? All right. All right, you don't have to have it. Ooh, don't spit it out. All right. All right. We'll have it later. Okay? How's Brian feeling? How is Brian feeling? He's feeling a little bit more prepared moving forward. He may even be thinking about a new beginning or the next step. He feels that you are attractive, you're balanced. He thinks that you're a hard worker. He thinks that you're generally a happy person, and he loves that you have a positive attitude. And he thinks that you're stable. You guys have a good connection. I also think that he values the aspect of your relationship that's friendship. A lot comes up around friendship. That's important to him. TD, how's the Aries feeling towards me? Wow, what a face. Hold on, mommies. What do you want? You want me to lay you down a little bit? Well, that's a pissy face. Sure you don't want any more of that? No? You want binky? Let me get you the binky. Hang on. Hang on, all right, I'll get it. Go ahead, take it. Don't squeeze it. You're being pissy. How's the Aries feeling for TD? How's the Aries feeling? All right, Aries comes in out of the blue. He could show up or he could send a message. This to me is usually a message. Message comes in out of the blue. He's feeling happy, celebratory. He's stepping out of the box. He's attracted to you physically and emotionally. He thinks that you're kind, caring, considerate, even-keeled, very well balanced, and he's highly attracted to you. Oh, Katrina, I did your question first because I got that this morning. So when you get, I thought that maybe you weren't going to be in the live stream and that's why you did it. So I'm going to just send her the $5. I don't even have to wait. But yours is first. So when you get a chance, you can go back and rewind it. Kira, how does my mother feel about me as a person? I don't feel she liked me growing up, but we've become closer. Does she genuinely like me now? Very interesting to me when children feel like their parents don't like them. I kind of understand it, because the impression that I got from my mother growing up almost was like, I felt like I was like her possession, if that makes sense. Like, I need to have a car, I need to have a house, I need to have a husband, I need to have a kid. And I was the kid, you know, and it was, my kid's gonna want her room to be pink, and my kid's gonna want this, and my kid's gonna, you know, be an ice skater, send me for ice skating lessons. So it's interesting when we pick up those vibes. I don't think that it was that your mom didn't like you. I think that she had a different idea of you in her head. But let's see. She does like you. She loves you. And here's the mother card. The chariot is Cancer, and Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So, and then there's the new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. So I do think you've turned a corner with her, or you will be turning a corner with her. And I think a lot of that old hurt is, it may resurface first, but then it moves into the past, because you kind of start to see it from a different angle moving forward, which is really what healing is all about. Realizing that it was never you as a person. It was either the idea she had, or circumstances that surrounded it, or whatever the situation was. It wasn't you that she didn't like. So I think that you got a big step forward coming up. Even if it's not in your relationship with her, just you as a person, and having that wound closed and healed. Hey, what's happening here? Want that? There you go. Denny, is Andy the Virgo married, and what does he want from me? All right, is Andy married? I do think he's married, but what's here is the Judgment card, which is divine intervention is stepping in. There's something going on here that is for the greater cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may be married and it may not be a happy relationship, which I'm not saying that it's right that he cheats, but there just may be a bigger picture here that we're not seeing yet. I do think that when the Judgment card shows up, it's a couple of things. Divine intervention has brought you together. You're coming to a crossroads where it's going to be your decision. I think that he wants more. I think that he feels connected to you, and he's not, I don't think he's going to be willing to walk away from it that fast. Even though he may not, like, you know, a lot of times people don't know it consciously. It's just something that they feel or they experience. Cheaters get a really bad rap. You know, and I'm not condoning it, but what I'm saying is, like, there's usually a bigger picture. Like, there's usually a bigger picture when it comes to any situation, rather than he's a shitbag and she's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's usually a greater picture that we don't see. And then it's like, oh, you believe, you know, that he's such a dirtbag, keeps this, that, and the next thing. But there's usually more that's going on than just that. Leah, where does Donald want our connection to go? Okay. Well, it shows that he feels very strongly about this situation. There's a lot of serenity and balance around it. And he does feel like the two of you are very connected. He's not going to be holding himself back moving forward. There's a new beginning, or there's focus on where you're going. The relationship can move forward very quickly, and there's success around it. So all that being said, he doesn't have a destination. He's living day by day, enjoying the connection, happy with what's come out of it. And I would just leave it at that. I would just go with the flow and not apply too much pressure to anything, because it seems like it's growing organically. And, you know, you can't ever force things. I mean, you can force things, but it usually tends to blow up if you do that. So my suggestion would be just let it grow organically. You're on a good road here, and it's working for you. And he's there, you know, he's connected. or if this may be something that's coming in the future. If you're not there yet, it's coming. Oh, you did the white candle spell. That's a good one. I like that one. I've been using a lot of black candles lately just because I feel like we got a lot of negativity to burn through. Denny, what does Andy want me, and what will be the outcome? What does he want from me, and what will be the outcome? Okay. Okay. Once again, it shows he's prepared. So he's prepared to either move forward, hang on to this situation. He feels right now like he hasn't made it to the top of the mountain. So you may need to just let this grow a little bit before anything else happens. It looks like he feels very passionately about the situation, and he's going to be putting in some hard work. I think that he wants companionship. I think he sees you in his future, and he's it's going to be it's always, it comes back to us, it's our decision, but there's like, you can either choose to go down this road or you can choose not to. I don't know exactly the whole situation with his wife, but I do think he's married, and I do think that there are going to be things that he's going to tell you about that situation, and you may have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to pursue it. And that's the thing, like, I can't give final outcomes because the final outcome is your call. You know, you could tell him tomorrow that you don't ever want to see him again, but a month from now we may be having a different conversation, because sometimes that's how things happen. You know, the road is a little bit twisted, but I do think that it's a road that you may be traveling down. I think there is more to come. I don't think either one of you is going to let this connection go so fast. Kira, I was asking, like, what kind of a person does she see me, like my traits and how I carry myself. Okay. Ooh, she feels that you're very, very spiritually connected, or you have a very spiritual side. She thinks that you're kind, but yet you don't let people take advantage of you. She thinks that you have a lot of passion, and that you're very hardworking. So this would be like passion and hardworking. And hardworking could be for anything. It doesn't always mean that it's like physical work or like a job, but it could be that you're hardworking when it comes to your relationships, hardworking with your friendships. Overall, a hard worker. She thinks that you're incredibly smart and that you sometimes sell yourself short. She thinks that you grew up to be an incredible person in spite of her. Like, she thinks that you grew up to be really well balanced, very well rounded, and spiritually connected, and she's not always so sure that she can take credit for that. I also think that she thinks that you're highly intuitive and that you have a little bit of an adventurous side, but you're balanced, patient, compassionate. And as a person, I think she's proud of who you are. And I almost kind of feel like she can't even feel like she takes credit for it. You know what I mean? Miss Levon, what's coming up in love single? Okay, what's going on for Miss Levon? Okay, if you've recently gone through a tower moment, a breakup, or something that was kind of hard to go through, whatever it was, you're stepping out of your box or your comfort zone, and you're moving forward with an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. This person is going to have a lot of passion around them, or the relationship can be very passionate. Leaving what's not working for greener pastures, or this also could be physically taking a small vacation. You may be doing it with the air sign, or that's where you may meet the air sign. I don't know, you go to the Atlantic City for the weekend and you wind up meeting somebody. There's a chance of something like that happening, because with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like going out on a limb, doing something out of the ordinary, and then bam, something really significant happens. working really hard at the relationship, and the relationship is with somebody who is relatively financially stable. Then somebody from your past comes back, and you may be a little undecided about what to do. Now, the person from the past doesn't have to be an ex-lover. It could be an old friend, but because the Two of Swords is here, I'm thinking that you may have to make a decision between the two people, the air sign that shows up and the person from your past. But I don't think you're going to be single for all that much longer. Denny, will Andy contact me, and do you see a time frame? Okay, let's see. Let's ask if he'll contact first. I think he will. He's going to contact you. Let's see when. What's the matter, miss? Why you got puss face on? If it doesn't happen in the next 5 days or 5 weeks, it's going to be in the month of May. So it's coming up. It's coming up. There's a 5 around it. I mean, it could also be on April 5th, but I don't feel like that's the date. I feel like it's either in 5 days, 5 weeks, or the month of May. Do you not look comfortable? All right, let me fix this. Let me fix you. Will you please? Oh, sit up. There you go. So you can look out the window. What is that, a Dylan hair? There we go. There you go, mama. You need to go for a checkup today, baby? Go for a checkup. Oh, Mihak. Green candles for prosperity. Burn them. Start burning them on Thursday. Thursday. That's the day of Jupiter. That brings in prosperity. You can add cloves to them. You can also put coins around them. Hey, what's the matter, booby? All right, I think I made it through the super chats. I'll go back up to the top. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do for prosperity, but it's suggested that you do it on Thursday. A bobblehead wants to know, when will I get the job of my dreams? That just popped up. Let me just do that one quick, because that's a fast one. I want to get through as many people as I can. It could be within the next 2 months. If it doesn't happen in 2 months, then it won't happen until probably autumn with the spades. Sylvia, please tell me, when will my soulmate arrive? We have lots of soulmates. There's not just one person that's coming in for you. You're going to have choices. I can give you a time frame as to when you'll meet someone significant, but we all have to stop looking at it like we have one soulmate. We don't. There's too many forks in the road. The first love that you have usually is a soulmate, and it's usually not the person that you marry. And then the person that you marry sometimes is not a soulmate. It's a karmic partnership, which doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it's not a soulmate connection. This could happen. You could meet somebody significant before the end of this winter, which is coming up. Like the 3 of diamonds to me, the diamonds is before winter ends, and 3 is the month of March. So it could be coming up, or this person may already be around your life right now. Karen wants a love read. Okay, love read for Karen. Look at the face on this one. What is that face? She looks pissed, but she loves that seat. I sit her in there like that. She loves it. When I go take a shower before I put her in the crib, she doesn't like that. She cries. And it's so funny because Dylan's in the bathroom with me. He could care less. She's out here crying. Love read for Karen. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, after a disaster, or I mean a tower moment, which is usually a crisis of some sort, you no longer hold yourself back. You move forward. You're going to maybe feel a little bit of regret about what happens or what has happened, but it moves into the past. And moving forward, you have a fire sign that comes in. If you're not with anyone right now, fire sign shows up, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And you're going to have some fun, carefree, spontaneous times with the Fool. This person comes in with a very large sum of money. And there may be some adventure. They got money around them. There's money coming in. And your life can change pretty quickly. Now, if you're already with somebody, you could have a tower moment with that person, feel bad about what happened, reconnect with the same person, and move forward in the same way. I just, I don't know what your relationship status is right now. If there's no one around you, you have no interests right now, there's a fire sign coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It's going to change the game here. Hey. Capricorn, general love read for the rest of March. You are also not going to hold yourself back. Taking off the restraints, you may feel like your love life has gone nowhere, but you have a wish coming up that leads to happiness. So all 10 cups are full, which means happiness on all levels, but coming in around your love life, there is happiness also. You just maybe haven't gotten there yet. If you're not with anyone right now, there could be a Leo coming in. There also may be an earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. You fell asleep, baby. Miss Rosie, love reading for me and A, please. What are his intentions moving forward? A new beginning in love. A new beginning in love comes in, and you get your wish around the situation. It looks like moving forward, things transform. If things have been a little stagnant, things are going to transform moving forward. But you are going to be laying down the law, setting boundaries, not standing for any bullshit. Moving forward, you are the one that calls the shots, and you have decisions to make. There's strength around you. I think that his intentions are going to be to move forward. And you may be like, we can move forward, but I'm going to need this, this, and that. And if you don't do you're not like if you don't do what I say, but like if you're not going to give me what it is I need, I'm going to move on. And I think that he's going to fall in line. I don't think you have to phrase it like an ultimatum, but I think you're the one that's going to call the shots. He may not even realize it, and that's okay. Ashmita, does RJ like when I ask questions for advice? A 33% chance. I don't think he likes it or dislikes it. I just think he just, I don't think he thinks much about it. I think it's just, part of the, part of your day-to-day life. I don't know. Like he doesn't think either way about it. Word girl, how many kids does my Scorpio have? Okay, let's see. You have any idea? Does the Scorpio have 2 children? I think he's got 2 children. Comes up pretty high, he's got 2. Word girl, is my Scorpio married or engaged to the Aries? Okay, is the Scorpio married or engaged to the Aries? I'm only getting a 70% chance with 2 aces, but the 9 of Pentacles is a pretty positive card. So I think that there is some kind of engagement. I don't know about married, but I think that there is some kind of a commitment there. Oh, did I skip Denny? Hang on, let me go back. Okay, Denny. Are Marcus the Aquarius and Marcus the Sag friends of Andy? And is he spying on me? Oh, wow. You got 2 Marcus friends. Okay. Okay, are the 2 Marcus friends of Andy? Let me ask that first. %70 chance, yes, they're friends. Now, is he spying on me? Is Andy spying on you, I'm thinking? Or are you questioning if the friends are spying for him? Either way, it would still be him. So let's see. Is Andy spying on me? Yes, he is. He's not crazy stalker like spying, but he does a little investigation. He checks in. Denny, does Andy and I have a child or children? Okay, will you have children in the future? Let's see, you and Andy. %70 chance you will, and the 8 of Pentacles is here, which means it may be something that you have to work at, or you may have to, might not happen right away. I know that when it comes to having children, it should be a black and white question, like either I do or I don't, but that's a free will question too, because physically you may be able to have children, but your choice may be not to have, or it could be the opposite way. How many people that are told they can't have kids and then all of a sudden they have one? I had a friend years ago, she was young, she was in her 30s, and she was she was an Italian friend of mine, and we used to speak in Italian, and her English was much better than my Italian, so I thought that I wasn't reading it right. The doctors told her that she was going through menopause early, 30, and she was pregnant. So, you know what? So sometimes when it comes to children, that's a choice too. That's a fork in the road. But I do think that you and him you guys may have children. It comes up pretty high. RZ, what's coming in for me, for love from me in a ways? A new beginning. You could have a new beginning with a lot of happiness, and you may have a decision that you have to make around this situation. The situation may fall on you, the decision may fall on you, maybe your choice. Ashmita, how is he feeling about me today? He's feeling a little bit burdened today. I don't know what that's about. He may be feeling a little anxious. He may be feeling a little bit disconnected today. Word. Are the kids newborn, twins, or older? Are the whose kids? His kids? Are the kids newborn, twins, or older? All right. Are the kids newborn twins? I get 3 aces. I would think, yes, there are newborn twins around him. Yep. If there aren't newborn twins around him, I would think that there will be newborn twins around him. Oh, yeah, please keep in mind that the donations to skip the line for this chat have to be are $5. Sometimes I forget myself, but I'm going to have to cut them off anyway because 6 minutes I got to cut them off because I got to leave here at 1 o'clock. Word girl, how does the Aries feel about me? He feels connected, happy. He feels like you're loving. He feels that you're unique, spontaneous, smart, and charismatic. Love, Sandy. Is the person I'm going to date an athlete? It's all I've been attracted to lately. There's probably more to that than just the person that you're going to date. Like there's probably like a huge shift coming for you. Yes, and the person also may have a love of adventure. They could possibly be a Sagittarius. Spicy. What's going to happen with Benji and his wife, Monica? It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be up and down. He feels like he doesn't have justice on his side. They may reconnect for a moment. They could get real passionate, and then there may be a break. It looks like they could come back together. There may be success, short-term success. Short-term success could be that one person is manipulating the other and getting what they want, but it doesn't last. I think that inevitably this relationship ends. Oh, thank you, word girl. Thank you. Denny, does Andy have a child or children with his wife? Okay. All right, now I'm not getting any aces around that situation, and I get nervousness and anxiety around it. So I'm not sure what the situation is here. Where are the kids from if they're not from his wife? It's very suspicious. I'm very suspicious of that. Unless these children have not been born yet. Word girl, how does Saba feel about mine and Usman's union? Okay. All right, can we cut the super chats? Because I got to leave for the doctor at 1. But I'll be back on later today. Let me just check out the time. How does Saba feel about... this person doesn't care for it. They feel weak. They feel heartbroken, and they feel stabbed in the back. So I don't know what that's all about, but that's what comes up. Denny, is the child Andy's one. Oh, okay, there may be a child that's in question. All right, let's see. Is it Andy's child? I get a 70% chance, yes, it's his child. No, that's okay. I'm donating this money anyway. 50-50. Love Sandy is the next person I'm going to date in the spotlight. %70 chance, yes. Okay, I'm done with the super chats, I believe. Let me get the moderators, and then I'm going to figure out if I get back from the doctor in time. I'll do a live stream before I go to work tonight. But I have a couple of privates I have to do, so I don't think I'm going to have time. But I'll be back on tonight. When I get home from work, it'll be late. It'll probably be close to 10 o'clock. But I'm going to post it in the community board. You guys aren't going to get notifications. I think I've been on too much lately. So I'll put it in the community board. And maybe I'll keep posting it so that people see it. Okay, messages from Spirit for Katrina. The 9 of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. 6 of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, a new career opportunity, receiving loans, or paying off a debt. 10 of Fire, too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. Watch your stress levels. Love reading for Zara. You got success coming in around love with maybe a Taurus. If it's not the Taurus, it's going to be a slow mover. You may hold yourself back in the beginning. You might hold yourself back a lot before things transform. That's okay. That's okay. You can make them wait for it. You could make them sweat a little bit. Sugar donated through PayPal. Okay, great. I will do sugars. General reading from Mel. Sugar, can you post your question with a blue heart next to it so I can see it? Yeah, let's do the next live stream as a fundraising one too, because I haven't done them lately. So we'll do another one tonight. What was I doing here for Mel? General reading regarding the current energy. Haha, the Virgo shows up. That's you. You have a lot of strength around you. The world is at your feet, and you basically have success when it comes to anything that you touch coming up. Feeling like you put a lot of hard work out into the universe. Karmically, it comes back to you. Love life or professional life may be moving forward slowly, but it's on a steady pace, and it's moving in a good way. You got something going on here with business. Something is happening with business, and there's a lot of passion surrounding it. It's going to be a good thing. Good thing. Who else is here? SARS. SARS, I don't think I did. It's actually really great if you donate through PayPal, because then we don't have the YouTube fee. I could just send her the money. Yeah, because PayPal takes it's like a small fee, a couple of cents. We're coming into a time more than ever that I really believe that the more we help each other and the more we do for each other, the more it's going to come back and benefit us. So I'm not saying that to guilt people into donating. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But I think that it's really important, like just coming up, I feel like we're moving into such a different time with all this energy shift happening. And you don't have to help people by giving them money. There's a million different ways that you can help them. Lend them an ear, you know, help them, whatever, you know, help them clean their house. God knows I always take that help. I'm not good at that. Okay, SARS posted. And then I have to do sugar. What's the meaning of the dream I had of the Sag a few days ago? Okay. Well, you look so uncomfortable here, Mommy. All right. There you go. That looks much better. The meaning of the dream of the Sag. That you're overthinking, you're over-worrying, you're too much in your head about things. Let it go a little, because the divine intervention's working things out for you, and you're going to have success, make it to the top of the mountain, and you're going to feel a lot of relief coming up. All right, now I got to do sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Why don't I see Sugar's question? Anybody see Sugar's question? I see the heart where it says donation. Does anybody see Sugar's question? Am I just missing it? Nobody can see Sugar's question. All right, then you know what? If Sugar donated through PayPal, I can send an email and I can ask for a question. Let me just check. I don't think so. All right. All right. If anything, I can always get back to Sugar at another time. Maybe they didn't do it yet. Okay. I am going to run so that I can take this little munchkin for her checkup. Right? And if I can get back on before I go to work, we'll just do a regular one. If not, then I'll come back on tonight at about 10 and we'll do another. So we raised today over $60 for her. Over $60. But keep in mind, those of you if you wanted to donate through PayPal, that's great, because I can send her the money immediately. Like it can hit my PayPal account and I can send it tonight. And it doesn't take the 40% YouTube fee or whatever it is. But, you know, it's up to you. Whatever you guys want to do is fine. And I'll see you guys, if not in the afternoon, tonight around 10. Thank you to the moderators and to everybody that donated. Oh, Sugar wants to know about his father. What was the question? Was it just about, tell me about my father? What's the meaning of the dream she had with the stage? He's a few days. Wait a minute, let's go. What's the meaning of the dream she had with her surgeries a few days ago? What's the meaning of the dream she had with her surgeries a few days ago? I don't know if I'm understanding that. Who had the surgery? She did or her father did? What's the meaning of the dream she had with her surgeries a few days ago? All right, I'm just going to ask, what's the meaning of the dream? What's the meaning of the dream? She saw her father in the dreams and she wants to know why, because she's going to have surgery. And I'm taking it that her dad has passed on. Is that what it is? He showed up in the dream and she's concerned because she's having surgery. Okay. Okay, overall, what I'm going to say here is that I think that the message is that she's going to be okay and that the divine is watching over her. And maybe somewhat of a road, because death is in reverse, which means transformation may not be happening. Now, this can mean a couple of things. This can mean, Ram, don't worry, I'll do it. No big deal. I got a few minutes. It can mean that the surgery will be successful, but more will still need to come. But overall, it looks like balance comes in eventually. It could be somewhat of a road, but I think he's trying to let you know that the divine powers are guiding you and that you're okay. I hope that helps. I hope that I got it right. Ram, that's okay. Just post it really fast and I'll do it now right before I go. Should I worry about the coronavirus at my internship? You know what? I don't think that any of us should. I hate to say it. I don't think that we should be worried about the coronavirus. I think there's something else that's going on here. I really do. I was watching the local news by me, and the local news was talking about a county not far from here, and she was like, a man has been found with the coronavirus, bringing the total up to 2 people. And I'm like, I hate to say this, but the coronavirus, I really hate to say it, feels to me as if it's like the common cold. I don't think you should be worried about it. I think you should be cautious of it. Watch your hands, use Purell. But I think that for some reason the media is trying to scare us for a different reason. I don't know what. But I think there's more to this that's going on than meets the eye, because things are shutting down. And I mean, two people here have it. And from what they're saying, and the governor was saying, and the other day, that, I mean, more people die from the flu. And yeah, it's something that we should be concerned with, but the level that the media has taken it, it's worrisome. You know, it's like it's tanking the economy. There's more going on here than meets the eye, and I think that the media is causing people to live in fear. Like, if you're not afraid of getting the virus, you're afraid because the stock market is crashing. We're like vibrating here in fear, and when you vibrate in fear, that not only can control you, but it brings your vibration down, and entities can attach to you. Where when you're vibrating higher, they can't latch on. So I think there's more going on here, and I think the truth is going to come out. I just don't think we've gotten there yet. I feel like we're watching a movie, if you want me to be honest. But you know, I can't tell you that it doesn't run through my mind. I mean, I got to go to a doctor's office right now, you know, and I'm like, I mean, we got this crazy virus, but like they're saying, a lot of people have it. They just shake it. They never even knew they had it. And you know what is so bizarre? Tom Hanks has it, and so does his wife. Now, Tom Hanks happens to be in the center of a lot of these Mandela effects. And there's something about him, reality shifts, the Mandela effect, and this virus. I feel like everything is going to collide. I don't know. Something big is going to happen, I think. But I don't think that you should be worried. Yeah, it's a lot, very strange what's happening here. And I think a lot of dark forces are going to be exposed. Okay, I'm going to go because I have to go to the doctor, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.